contractor, I would say, that we started off, and we've gone through quite a very advanced punya evolution. We started off as a subcontractor, then we evolved to become main contractor. The moment we realized that certain thing that is not doing well, or something that's giving us something that we're not happy with, then we will evolve and take over. So we evolve from subcontractor, and then we become main contractor. Then from main contractor we become developer, and then from developer now we are covering, controlling the entire value chain. So when we start to control the entire value chain, we also realize that for us to be efficient in our business operation, we are different from any other contractor or developer. We have adopted digitization, using computerization in our operation since the day of our incorporation. That means we're back in 1990s. So we are now 25 years in existence. So on the day that we set up, we are starting operation, we already adopted IT. And then by adopting IT, we don't use something that is off the shelf. We develop our own also. So if you look at the background of Brunfield, we have control over end-to-end. So we are involved in property developer, we are the designer, we are the planner. We come up with our own design. We have our own in-house builder, so we do ourselves. And then even the strategic industry within Brunfield as a builder, we also do ourselves. For instance, beside RC structure, we have our mechanical, electrical, ICT team. We have our trading and strategic industries. We have our own in-house infrastructure contractor. And then we also, when it comes to completion of project, we also do property management. Like what I mentioned, the moment we realize that certain thing is inefficient, certain thing that upset or frustrate us, we will take over. So we took over from subcontractor, become main contractor become developer, and then towards the end, quite a number of times we realized that quite a number of complaints come from purchaser. They are upset with property management. So we took over and we did ourselves. So by having to be able to manage from end to end, that's where it gives us the advantage. And we also realized from BIM, you realize from the presentation itself, for BIM to be successful, BIM have to understand the end user at the far end, at the tail end, what is the expectation of the customer. So that means when we know what the customer wants, what the expectation of the end user, then we incorporate upfront, we incorporate into our design planning. So by bringing it forward, when it comes to design, in the historical, when people start doing construction, people look at drawings, and then from there they start looking at faults, how to claim for VO, how to claim for variation, how to make additional claim from the existing drawing. But our involvement with BIM, we try to capture and make everything perfect before construction start. So to make it perfect, that means we have to get the entire value chain partner to be collaborative at very initial stage. So by getting BIM, by getting ourselves to go into BIM, we know that BIM gives a lot of things. BIM, because the fact that we have captured everything up front, there will not be any variation. When there's no variation, there's no wastages. When there's no wastages, no variation, the cost can be brought down. And when the cost can be brought down, we can be very competitive. So that's why our application of BIM is applicable not just here in Malaysia. They apply anywhere, any part of the world. And for that reason, we can offer very competitive products, offer a solution to the market. When we start doing design drawing, we work with just based on the typical traditional method. People would discuss with architects. Architect would design the building. But in our case, we get the architect to be in. We get the engineer to be in our BIM collaborative team, coordination team. We get the ID designers to come in because the ID will know what is going to expect on the ID works. And then we also bring the facility management. For instance, like the hotel or retail or the end user, they come in and they give us the view. Then by doing that, there will not be any hacking, any rectification, any redo, any double handling. So wastages very much. Brunfield, the moment we embark on BIM, every project that we're taking on, whether it's big, small, whether it's expensive or affordable, every project is using BIM. So whoever wanted to work with us, whether they are architects, they are engineer, they are planner, surveyor, everyone, even our own staff, they have to be familiar with BIM. So it's not to discourage them, because we know the fact that it's challenging. In Malaysia, there will be quite limited number of people who are very familiar with BIM. As a matter of fact, we conduct training in-house. Those local architects, local engineers, even fresh graduates who are not familiar with BIM, we educate them. So that's something that we are doing now. It's more like CSR or national service that we're doing back to the country. We don't mind sharing this with through CIDB with the rest of nations. I think what we are doing is more like a national service, because we believe whatever that we are doing is not only good to us, but also good for the world, not only for Malaysia. So it's good that CIDB shared it with the public, because by doing so, we minimize wastages. There's a lot of saving they can give back to the country. Actually, by dealing with CIDB, I'm very happy, because the fact that CIDB is very open. And the way from my interaction with the CIDB team, they are really bringing the Malaysian construction industry to the world standard. In fact, I'm working together with them. I'm working collaboratively together with them. I wanted to make a major transformation in the construction industry for Malaysia, and moving on so that we can be competitive in the world.